body is carrying a stress load that you can't even see, and that's the real reason why you're always feeling exhausted. Most people think that they're exhausted, they're experiencing fatigue, burnout, all these sorts of things because either their work or their personal life, but it's so much deeper than that. By the way, if you're new here, my name's Sam, and what I specialize, where you're going to learn the most and benefit from here is true mind-body connection. I call it emotional fitness because we go so much deeper than just mindset here. We get into the somatics, that means into the feeling. When you practice emotional fitness, that's when your mind actually begins to clear and the fatigue softens. So if you're into that, make sure you hit like, follow, and definitely watch the rest of this. Okay, so here's a term that I want you to learn, memorize, and really do something about. It's called allostatic load. And this big word or scientific term just refers to the stress that you're carrying. A lot of times you'll hear people talk about emotional baggage. Like it feels like you're walking around with a really heavy backpack almost. That emotional baggage that you've been carrying, the scientific term is actually called allostatic load. Your body always wants to remain in homeostasis, in balance. But when we are constantly experiencing stress and we don't have a good practical way to alleviate that stress within the body, then your nervous system is actually working on overdrive to try regulate and get back to baseline, back to homeostasis, back to balance. I want you to bring to mind, like if you've ever taken a rubber band and really stretched it out, right? That's what's happening with your body. It's all that built up pressure that hasn't had a way to release. So on those days that things are going more okay, more right, or you're feeling even more calm, like the circumstances are calm, but you still feel that pressure, that's because that rubber band has been stretched out over time. You're carrying too much allostatic load, right? Okay, so at this point, you're probably thinking to yourself, yeah, this makes sense. I get it, but what do I do? What you do is you learn how to regulate your nervous system, and the best way to do so is through breath work. So if you begin to practice breath work and build it as a part of especially your morning routine, then you can actually reduce that allostatic load and the stress that you've been carrying. Now, if you want a simple practice that you can use and build a part of your routine, go to my profile and click the link that says Breath Club. It's completely free. It's an online community where I'm teaching how to regulate your nervous system, because once you learn how to regulate, then you can rewire your mind. Hear that clearly. Get in your body, feel safe enough with breath work, then we focus on mindset. It's the opposite of what you've been told. Body, then mind. So go on my profile and join us in Breath Club if you want to learn more.